ఇంకా మళ్ళీ చేస్తా ఉంటా, క్లాస్ స్టార్ట్ అవుతుంది. నేను పింగ్ చేస్తాను. హాయ్ శైలు.
Hi Karthik, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Good, I'm doing good.
Okay. Did you get a chance to attend the earlier session which was discussed yesterday?
Yeah, I did attend the earlier session.
Oh, great. Okay.
How is Lakshmi doing?
Yeah, everything going fine.
Okay, that's good. Is it still cold out there in Hyderabad?
Yeah, little bit improved.
But no snow.
Little bit normal weather came.
Okay, but no snow.
No
right?
snow, no snow in India. If snow is there, like people won't come outside. Snow time was left.
What happened?
It's a summer time. From next 10 days onwards, it's a summer time. It's already time has changed here. Yeah.
Okay.
Like in USA daylight time, we say daylight time changes, no?
Yeah.
So for last 13th, this month of 13th, it was left like 1 hour increased in the timing.
Okay. But summer is still far away, right? Summer is April, May.
It's almost like from mid of February we can say it's summer, Shailu.
Does it get very hot in Hyderabad?
It's not hot, it's not cool, so it's a normal temperature now.
Okay. No, in summer it gets very hot.
Oh, too much. 50, 47, 48.
My God. Then how do people go out?
See, everybody will have a regular life and lifestyle, so they should follow that. Like they won't bend their own for weather reasons.
Right.
They will take some precautions.
I know. I know that. I am originally from Gujarat, and over there also during the summer the temperature.
Oh, in Gujarat, it's too much weather, no?
Yeah, it goes to 40, 45. So then people don't go out; they stay at home in the afternoon.
Right. So every day you can get the materials from Mugan itself. After the session, you can ask him very related to that topics.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and Karthik, do you have any material on any SAP official SAP material that I could use and that I could read so that I can start preparing for the certification?
Really, I don't have the material, Shailu. I'll find with Mugan itself.
Okay.
This material, this quantity, on this date, today date, from this plant, GP01 plant. Additional meaning. One 1156. Sales order. So all of you clear? What is the sales order? How to create the sales order? Okay. Next I will create a delivery document for this. For creating the delivery document, the transaction code is EA01N. The shipping point GSH1 generally we use. Today date 1156 is the Now go to Keeing tab, Keeing quantity. Yes, that's it. Now you double click on this line item. You see a tab called QTY in alternate unit of measure. This portion is relevant for your quantity conversion. For example, I will say at for example, now what is happening in this screen is, if you see this screen, quantity in alternate unit of measure, this screen is split into two portions. The first portion is called parameters. The second portion is additional quantity. The parameters material temperature 20 degrees Celsius, test temperature 15 degrees Celsius, test density 692 kg. So all these things are basically the inputs we are giving to the quantity conversion interface. Yesterday we have seen the quantity conversion interface is actually done by organizations like American Petroleum Institute, American Society of Testing and Materials, all these people. So the quantity conversion interface, what it takes is, it takes all these inputs, material temperature, test density, along with the material code and the quantity, and does the calculation of quantity conversion, and it gives the results. And where the results are displayed, the converted quantities, you see here in additional quantity, ADDI QTY. ADDI QTY is, now we were given input of 1000 liters of this material. If it is converted to 15 degrees Celsius, maybe it is 990 liters. If it is converted into LV means pounds, it is 1480 pounds. If the 1000 liter converted to kg, that is 671 kg. If 1000 liter converted to gallon, it is 264 gallon. If 1000 liter bar converted to barrel, it is 6.29 barrel. So all these are additional quantities, are the output from quantity conversion interface. This is the only place where we see this documents, delivery document and invoice document is the only place where we see the quantity conversion interface working. All other things are settings are backend programs where we don't have any role. Okay, only except few settings. I will show that settings.
So Murugan, in this the additional quantity section is basically the output of the quantity conversion in the interface, right?
Yes, yes. The converted quantities are displayed in the additional quantity.
And so we didn't call this program. It's automatically does in the background.
Yeah, I think that's what I told yesterday. In a real-time production server, what happens? A BAPI program function module will be called at the time of creating delivery document. So and that function module interacts with the quantity conversion server. The quantity conversion server can be in our premises, or it can be live server from like API and all those things. Anyhow, it is depending on the basic settings and the initial architecture. Okay, whatever it may be, there will be quantity conversion server or software. For that, the BAPI connects and it displays it here online. In our case, what happens is, ours is a training server, because for training server, IDES training server, SAP ISIL, they have given some inbuilt calculations based on the ISO tables. Based on that, this calculation is coming. So in a production server, actually these values will change slightly because the right calculations will happen in the production server because they will be connected to the actual that ASTM tables. Here it is based on the inbuilt program logic. So that's why you see this way. But somehow for demonstration purpose they are given here how it looks like. Almost it will be same. There may be instead of 6.29 when you are connecting to a PO that online server or quantum server, it can be maybe 6.292 like that. Some small minor changes will be there, but it will not be major. But for we are not connected to that server.
So, Murugan, Smita, I'm just trying to understand which server is said which converts the online quantity.
Actually, there are a lot of servers available in the market. Quantware, all those things for quantity conversion purposes. Only used one I shown you yesterday, right? API, ASTM and all those things. Okay. For API, ASTM and all, we go to subscribe to them and connect to their servers. American Petroleum.
So everywhere where the oil and gas is implemented, they will have one or the other quantity conversion server which will be talking to their SAP, right?
Yes, certainly.
Okay.
There are some third-party softwares also for this purpose.
Okay. So whenever we are implementing, say, oil and gas, then this will be part of the implementation, right? To do that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It will be part of architecture. At the time of architecture level itself, they will identify all these things.
Okay.
Which should they go for API, should they go for ASTM, or should they go for some other software? Okay. I think we had a company called Quantware. I'm just checking that. Yeah, Quantware, I think. Quantware. No, not this. Okay, I think I forgot that name. For quantity conversion, we go some third-party softwares.
So are we going to talk about this interface implementation any point of time or no?
No, these softwares actually in the implementations, what happens at the time of like starting the implementation, they decide and they take the license to keep it ready, and then basis people make the interface settings, and the above people they check the BAPI code and ensure that this is connected, and all these above calling and all these things are screen calling because the screen is interfaced to that BAPI. So whenever the screen appears, the BAPI is live in this screen. So if you make any changes in this screen, it will automatically call that BAPI, and that BAPI goes to the interface. That's how it works technically.
Yeah.
As far we are concerned, what we are interested is, what is the result? So the result is, we are giving these inputs, parameters, material temperature, test and all those things to the quantity conversion software, and it gives us the additional quantities, the converted quantities. So 1000 liter, if you are giving, what is the quantity in 15 degrees Celsius, what is the quantity in 60 degrees Fahrenheit, or 1000 liters is how many kg, how many gallon, all those conversion it does, and it gives us the results here. This we can use for our further processing, maybe for invoicing, billing, all those things. You remember we discussed about the gross net. So in case we are using gross, we will use 1000 liters. In case we use net, we will use 990 liters. All these things we will use for. Okay. But the role of quantity
servers are not talking to this demo system, then how it is calculating now?
Yeah, that's what I was telling. Okay. So SAP ISIL in the IDE server, they have got inbuilt program based on ISO conversions. Okay, not based on quantity conversion. So based on that ISO conversions, it is converting now, not from that actual server. So the gallon, kg, liters, and all those generally used volumetric parameters, they go used and does the ISO conversions. You know, 1000 liter is 1 KL, 1000 KL is 1 ml. Like that we go ISO conversions, right? Based on that, this is calculating now. This is not the correct calculation. This is only for demo. How it
Yeah, I
looks like.
got it.
Correct calculation, if you want, it has to be connected to the server. Yeah, it is somewhat
Okay.
approximate or crude way of calculation. Yeah.
So now if you go back and change the picked quantity to the 900 or something, will these values change?
This quantity, right?
Yeah. So
Now
now,
it will change.
now you see the picked quantity as 1000, right?
Yeah, yeah. I'll change it to 900. Quantity in alternate unit of measure. It has changed. 900, 5.661, 238. Actually, because here it is 15, it is showing 15. For our understanding, manually I will change it to 890 so that we get it correctly. Yeah. If the values go change it because we changed it.
Okay, and now now what is the quantity in the delivery document now? Is it 900 or 890?
Yeah, see the quantity in delivery document, it is 900 liters is the quantity at ambient temperature, where ambient temperature is 20 degrees Celsius here. Okay, so it is 604 kg, R238 gallon, R5.61 barrel, and the same quantity at 15 degrees Celsius, L15 is 890 liters, and the same quantity converted to pounds is 1332 pounds. So actually it is 900, that is, you see, that is grayed out. You can't do anything there. That is for our document perspective. Additional converted quantities are all given here.
So can we override this additional quantity, whatever
Yes,
is
we
converted?
can override whatever is not grayed out, whatever is the editable field, we can override for our purpose. Manually we can override.
Murugan, can someone who is receiving the oil or gas, can they, like, let's say we're measuring everything in liters, but can the receiver and expect to receive something in another unit of measure other than liters, and expect payment also to be done in that other unit?
Yes. Yeah, you are right. In fact, that is one of the very major purpose of this. See, you are delivering in liters. He says he wants the invoice, for example, in kg. So you can now, 900 liters is 604 kg as per here. Okay. So you can bill him 604 kg and he can pay for 604 kg. Okay. Or if he wants to bill at 15 degrees Celsius net, we discussed, right? So then what you can do, instead of 900 liters, you can bill him 890 L15. Okay. So he will pay for 890 L15. Or he wants to be billed in gallons. So what you can do, when you are sending the invoice, you won't send the invoice for 900 liters. You will send the invoice for 238 gallons, so that you will pay for in gallons, per gallon basis. That is possible. That is also one of the very much purpose of this. That is actually the objective of quantity conversion. The customer is can pay whichever unit of measure they want. So that is what we discussed, gross net, right? This is extension of that. Okay.
Okay.
It is possible. Whatever units given there, in that it is possible. Is it clear so far, Prashant?
Yeah.
Now, Now the next question comes. Okay, I created the delivery. This is appearing here. Now, how the system knows whether to do the quantity conversion or not for a particular material? That is the first question comes. My company cell, for example, is having some 300 materials. Not all of them may need quantity conversion, right? Maybe for petrol, diesel, I need a quantity conversion. For example, I am selling coke. You know a product called asphalt, tar and all. They are all products of petroleum industry. I don't need quantity conversion for them. They are being sold in kgs straight away. Or some scrap material I am selling, I don't need quantity conversion. How the first system decides first of all whether to do the quantity conversion or not. That is the first thing in quantity conversion. For that, we have a setting in material master. How to do the setting? I will go to material master and show you that setting. MM03. MM03 is your material master this one. Give the material. Now, press the enter button. You see here there is a tab called oil specific data. I don't know whether you have worked in variety of implementation. If you have worked in variety of implementations, except oil implementation, in no other implementation you will see this oil specific data enabled. Only in IS oil you can see this oil specific data view. Click on that, enter. Give our plant is GP01. Now you see some data is available on IS oil here. Now the question what I asked is, how the system decides whether to have the quantity conversion or not. It is exactly based on this material master setting. Here you see there is something called conversion group. The conversion group here is 534B. If this 534B or some entry is there in here, that means the material is relevant for quantity conversion. If this field is left out blank, that means the material is not relevant for quantity conversion. So that is the basic differentiator based on which the system identifies whether to do the quantity conversion for a material or not by using this setting in the material master. Okay. If it is there, some entry, any entry, if it is there, any allowed entry in fact is there that is relevant for quantity conversion. If this field is blank, that means that system will not consider that material for quantity conversion. Okay.
So what are the allowed entries for the convention group?
Yeah, I come to that point. There are a lot of allowed entries are there. They are all standard. Okay, I will come to that point. This is first point. The second point, in this delivery document, if you see, we know material, we know the quantity, these things because we are typing here in the delivery document, or it is copied from the sales order. How the system picks up these parameters, material temperature, test density, and these values. Of course, we can type them here, but how it comes to know, by default some values are coming, right? But these are all getting filled. I mean the parameter side. For that, what you go to do? You remember what is the conversion group here, 534B. Now, I will go to the SPRO configuration. go to ISR downstream, HPM, quantity conversion replace configuration. Now, first Qca parameters. I told you earlier, yesterday in quantity conversion or HPM, that lot of parameters are in the oil industry. Temperature is just one of them. You will see all the parameters now. You see? Air fraction, C octane fraction, C octane fraction, okay. Volume pressure at a base, density type, okay. Heating value, isodecan, N-butane fraction, material combustion pressure, base heating value class, water fraction. So you see so many parameters are there. This table has a list of 167 parameters. What are that? At least around 160 is having are parameters for oil and gas. So the thing is that not all 167 is relevant for all the materials. So some materials are having, most of the materials are having only few of these parameters. Okay. Now as far we are concerned, which are the parameters we are having? Material temperature, test density, air bench indicator, air bench factor, hydrocarbon correction indicator, meter correction indicator, base density. These parameters we are having out of this 167. So how the system decides those? For that, again you come to conversion group. What is the conversion group? Our conversion group was 534B. Click on this quantity conversion group on the external function model settings. See, so many conversion groups are there. These are all standard conversion groups. You need not to do anything. Okay. In fact, you don't need to do any conversion group, no need for new entries, nothing. Whichever is applicable for your product, you can straight away pick it up and put it. For example, 534B means it indicates table 53 and 54B, which is nothing but for 15 degrees Celsius products in the given density. Okay. Product means here diesel, petrol and all. Same way we wrote something called 534A. What is 534A? 534 means nothing but table number 53A and 54A at 15 degrees Celsius for crude oil in the given density. Same way we go 234A. What is 234A? Table number 23A and 24A. What is table number 23A, 24A? These are all ASTM table numbers. ASTM is American Society of Testing and Materials. These table numbers for 60 degree Fahrenheit for crude oil in the relative density, not for the absolute density. Okay. So these are all too much into technical things. So let us not go too much into the technical piece of chemical or oil business. So actually you are, as an implementation SAP ISR consultant, your end user or power user who are in your team, implementation team, they will be aware of these tables. Which table for which product, all these things. They will tell the table name. All you need to do is take the table name, put it into the material master. That's it. Okay. So we need not go into the R&D of what is this absolute density, related density, all those things. Your implementation, your power user or core user, they will go all this information. Just ask them, they will tell, put them into material master. That's it. That is the table. Now, for our material master, we are given 534B. Now external function calls. I was telling about the function modules name BAPI, right? Okay. Here the BAPI names are there. Why? Because there is no external connection in this one. Okay. So they have given some function module name, internal function module names, TAB, 54B, all those things. Now, what is the conversion group? We have understood. Now, conversion group, you select the conversion group, click here, link reading group. You get one more group called reading group, RDNB. Okay. What is this reading group? The reading group is the actual group which decides which material has to go, which are the parameters. So for that, if you want to see, come back, define reading group, RDNB, reading group entries. You see, we got these parameters out of 167. This reading group is having only these parameters: air bands factor, air bands indicator, hydrocarbon correction indicator. So these reading groups are linked to conversion group. That conversion group is made as a setting in the material master. So we are getting all these, using this link, we are getting all these parameters here. Okay. So is it clear how we are getting these parameters here in this document? These parameters, they are linked to material master. Material master is having conversion group. Conversion group is linked to reading group, and reading group is having all these entries in the configuration. From there all these things are coming. Is it clear, or you want me to explain once again?
No, it's okay.
Smita, Shailendra,
Yeah, Murugan. Yeah.
okay. Now we understood how these parameters are appearing in the screen. Out of 167 parameters given in the quantity conversion parameters, only few of them are appearing. Now, next question is, some default values are appearing here. For material temperature 20 degrees Celsius, test temperature 15 degrees Celsius, test density 672. How these default values are appearing? For that, we have a transaction called O3 defaults. What is that? O number 3 DEFAULTS. O3 defaults. Using this transaction, press enter. Material regular 00. Give our plant GP01. Enter. Take the whatever the latest entry available. The latest entry is for 7/6/2014 12:18. So I will double click this. Here you see we will maintain the default values. Even if we can create newly, we can go for create new default, create for this material, and that value will be there. Here I have given some default values. These default values are being taken for this material.
Murugan, I'm little lost here.
Yeah.
So where we are using these default values actually?
default values usage is here. Here you see that in the screen, material temperature 20 degrees Celsius is coming. Test temperature 15 degrees Celsius is coming. You do not enter them at the time of creation of delivery, right? It came automatically. Where from it is coming is what I am showing you now. Initially I showed you where is the parameter list is coming. Now for that, where is the value coming from, I am showing.
Yeah, I got it.
So now we got some parameters, we got some values. If you want to, you can edit these values, input values for the quantity conversion. These parameters with their values along with material and quantity will go using BAPI to the in a real-time scenario answering to the quantity conversion interface. That interface converts and gives the values. Okay.
So that interface will, whenever we are talking to some interface, the default material temperature is 20, so it's going to convert on 20, right?
Yeah, whatever we are giving these values, based on that it will convert and give it here. It will give in liters, 15 kg, gallons, barrel, everything.
So if the values are not maintained, there will be no output, right? It's going to take whatever is the fixed quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will pick up those quantity.
Is that the case, or if the default values are not maintained in the material, it's going to pick the default material temperature from that particular...
That's what he is telling. If you are not maintaining anything there, it will be blank here.
Okay, so if I am not maintaining the default...
You are not maintaining anything means no values will be there. So the system will just show that whatever you have inputted. 900 liters.
No. My question is say I am not maintaining default value, say for material temperature, you know. So when it is going to the third party system for the quantity, you know, that conversion, it's going to bring something, right? So there must be some default temperature in that third party system.
No, third party system they will not maintain all these things.
So then the additional quantity material temperature is going to be blank?
Yeah, that's what. The additional quantity, if you are not maintaining anything, it will be same as what you are inputting. What will be inputting? What will be your input if nothing is maintained? You will give material number, quantity. Other things are anyway blank, right?
No, my question is not that, sorry. I'm saying if I'm not maintaining anything in the material temperature as a default value, okay, so whatever we just saw 03 defaults, material temperature is blank there, then what value will be there in the line material temperature in additional quantity?
No, this is not material temperature. This is additional quantity what we are getting from there.
Here
what you are telling is, here you are telling this is blank.
Yeah, so this will not consider the material temperature, it will consider other parameters. Is that the correct?
This is blank. That's what you are telling, right? So if this is blank, it will consider the existing ones, existing parameters, and whatever possible conversion it will do and give it. Without material temperature.
It will not consider all the parameters, whatever is available, it will only consider them.
It will consider and give it. Yeah.
Okay.
If nothing is given. Nothing is given. Assume that nothing is given, and also nothing is given. What it will do? It will not give anything. What it will do?
Can you just press enter? Let's see if it makes it blank.
No, because this is not connected to server, right? So it will give varying results. So if nothing is given, only this blank goes, and then what we are getting is see 900 liters, because that is the quantity. Quantity. Right.
Or if you give only one, say, temperature, the material temperature...
But when you want to do that, you are not supposed to do that, right, in a practical scenario. If that particular material is supposed to go to these 7-8 parameters, we are supposed to enter them, right? We don't leave them blank.
I understand. From my understanding, I'm trying to understand, like, you know.
Yes. Yeah, your understanding is
available, it only considers that. If something is blank...
If by mistake or something you are not giving, then whatever is the available parameter, Based on that, calculations will be done. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Now, okay. Now this side is clear. Parameter, values, all these things. Okay. Next question is. Now we go seen how these parameters are appearing, how these values are, default values are coming, and what is the relevant material master settings. And we go seen the how the configuration looks like, conversion group, reading group, and all. And we also have seen this that as far as HPM is concerned, we don't need to do even a single configuration generally. All these things are inbuilt. We just need to put them in the right place. That's what we have seen. Now the next question is, the conversion is happening and it is giving here. That is right. But how the system comes to know in which are the units it needs to convert. We are putting 900 liters along with this, and it is converting in kg, gallon, barrel, L15, pounds, all these things. How the system comes to know, or the other server, how it comes to know in these units it needs to convert. Okay. So many units of methods are there, right? How the system comes to know only in these things it needs to convert. Okay. So that is the another question. Okay. How it now see again you go to material master. High specific data, here you see there is one more entry called in the above conversion group, unit of measure group, EA1. Here unit of measure group is EA1. This EA1 is deciding which are the units it need to be converted. So what is EA1 if you want to know? Go to SPRO. Reference IMG. Downstream. HPM. Yeah. Define additional stock keeping units of measure. Go there. Here you see so many things are there. EA1 is European and American unit of measure for products. Click on the unit of measure for group entries. You see the units of measures are there, kg, L15, LB, G6 and all. Okay. That's how the system knows it needs to convert in these units.
Morgan, what is that BW column 1?
Which one?
Yeah, what is that column?
It is there for that difference. It is base water. Okay. This one. So we got the business information we are talking about. For if you choose 0, no data transfer of unit of measure for business information warehouse. From 1 to 5, the values are unit of measure display columns for BW. Okay. Generally, how the unit of measure works in other systems other than ISIL, how the unit of measure works. Okay. So you have a material, for example you have a material called television. What will be the unit of measure? Maybe each, EA. Yeah. Okay. or you have a material like car, it will be EA. Okay. Or you are selling some iron, maybe it is in kg. Okay. So the unit of measure generally it is only one. The base unit of measure is only one. Even in oil business, the unit of measure is only one. But the inventory is getting stored in multiple units of measure. Here, which are the units of measure? Those units of measures are given here in the unit of measure group. That material can be stored. Maybe E1, it need to be stored in kg, L15, LB, UG6. In all these units of measure, this material need to be stored with the inventory value. Okay. In ISI it is happening. Apart from base unit of measure, in these additional units of measure, we need to store this information. What this BW column indicates is whether we need to transfer this information to BW system or not. Okay. So if you want to transfer, you can choose a value 1 or 2 or 3, 4, 5 like that. Or if you don't want to transfer, you can put 0. Because in BW, generally BW is designed for one single unit of measure of the product quantity. Here we are having multiple units of measure, right? Whether you want to transfer all the information or not is being represented by BW column. Now, okay. So because in these are the units of measure available, on this it will come. What are the units of measures are there? kg, L15, lg, pounds. See, it is there, kg, L15, lg, pounds. Apart from that, there are some more units of measures are there in this converting. So those units of measures, how it is coming from is they are coming from material master. Material master, we are maintaining additional stock keeping unit of measure, right? So there are that units also will be taken into account. For example, if you see the material master for this product, additional data. See, here you have UG6. Okay. Whatever is relevant for volume, that the system will take LB. Okay. All these things the system takes into consideration for conversion. So the point we are trying to make is these parameters. First of all, the system decides whether the particular material is required for quantity conversion or not based on the conversion group in material master. If it is required for conversion, this is how it proceeds. The parameters are being given by conversion group and reading group, and the values are coming from parameter values are coming from O3 default transaction. The additional quantity is being coming from quantity conversion interface, that is the result. And in which are the units of measure this additional quantity will come, that is being decided by the setting called unit of measure group in the material master and their relevant configuration in the STRO. So this is what happens in the back end of the quantity conversion software interface. So far it is clear. Any doubts? Now, and the important configurations for this are petroleum measurement standards, quantity conversion interface. These parameters, we don't need to change anything, we just need to know. Reading group, we need to know. These are all standards, but we need to know what is the reading group. Conversion group, we need to know. And if you are using our own BAPI, we are supposed to link that BAPI here. Okay, that's how the system knows. Somebody was asking how the system knows what is the BAPI. So this is where we need to give the BAPI name here. Okay. For unit of measure group, you need to have this. And here unit of measure group, we can have our own unit of measure. For example, I want the results only in L15. I don't want in anything else. Okay. Then what I can do? I can create a different unit of measure group only for L15 and then attach that unit of measure group to here material so that the system will display only in L15.
So Murugan, now in the delivery document, how will I know that I have an agreement with the customer to send a delivery document at 15 degrees centigrade?
That you will not come to know from the delivery document. For that, what you have to do is, I showed you the gross net setting, right? Here you see there is a transaction called O3I4 gross net rule. Click there. Here from this date to this date, country region, we can, if you leave the country region blank, it will be applicable for all the countries. For this customer, this is the rule. Rule 2 means what? Rule means net. Rule 1 means gross. Here I maintain that. The system will pick up this rule automatically at the time of billing.
And what does this mean in our example?
In our example, see, net is what? Our net is 890 liters, right? L15. Okay. So 900 is gross, 890 is net. So the system should take 890. So what I will do? I will save it. Okay. We will see whether we can do goods issue. Yeah. Maybe I something this awesome. What is our given quantity? 900. That is the actual quantity. But what is the quantity? That net quantity is 890 liters, right? Now we create an invoice for this customer. So double click. Actually, I can't show for this condition type because this is formula and average pricing condition type. Okay, we need to create a separate this one. Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah, here the system will do is instead of 900 liters, it will consider it 890 liters for basic price, but that is not applicable for formula and average price. That is the problem. Okay. need to create separate pricing trigger and attach to this customer. See that. Okay, maybe I will work it out and show it in the next session.
Okay.
Now this is FND right? I can't do that. What I need is a normal condition type, PR00 like that, so that I can show it here. Any other doubts, issues? So I creating the invoice also, saving it also. So I created sales order, delivery, goods issue, invoice. So one sales cycle is complete. Shalendra, Smita, are you all okay?
Yeah, I'm getting it, Murugan.
Shalendra?
Yeah, I'm okay. There's a
Yeah,
lot
I
of
think
information.
today you got too much of stuff. You attended one more session also, right? Yeah. Okay. So this is regarding the quantity conversion, backend and all those things, complete cycle, how it works, everything. Okay. Did I send the HPM documents yesterday? All of you are having HPM documents.
Yes.
Yeah, I do
So
have.
with this, I would like to stop today and we can continue again tomorrow. Any other doubts, issues, you can ask me now. And you can start practicing now. Whatever I am saying, what I will do is, as a first step, you just repeat what I am doing. Then you can go one by one in the practice.
Prashant, I understand you have done the recording. Can you please send it to me?
No, I didn't record.
Oh,
Maybe Karthik is recording from Max
Yeah.
Online.
Yeah.
You can take from them,
okay.
Max Online. Okay guys, then tomorrow we'll meet same time, same link.
Yeah.
Murugan, tomorrow do you think we can work and show us that what are the pricing conditions that needs to be set up so that it takes the net quantity, which is
No, if you want, you can do. What I am telling is, what is the meaning I am telling is, instead of this condition type, take normal condition type. That's it. It will take the KNT. Okay. If you want, you can try. Otherwise, I will show you in the next session. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try. I'm not very sure whether, because it's already at 10 here. So I'm not able to try. So you can show in the next class.
Yeah. If possible, you try. Otherwise, I will just show it. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. We'll meet up again tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Murugan.
Thanks, Murugan.
Thank you.